Technically, this video was supposed to come out in January, but my aunt and uncle said that they were going to give me some of their DVDs that they don't use anymore. So I knew that was coming, so I said, you know what, I'm just going to wait for those. And now that I have all those DVDs plus one new one, even though this is still an unfinished collection, I'm going to give you guys my complete DVD and Blu-ray collection of 2021, or, well, right now, February 2021. So anyway, let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Jackson. I started this channel because I love talking about movies and TV and other stuff related to movies, blah, 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 DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever. I love talking about all that stuff all the time, and if you can relate, you're definitely in the right place, and feel free clicking that subscribe button and hitting that bell notification for more reviews, rankings, reactions, and more movie content. Also, please be sure to go follow me on Instagram. Link is down in the description. And with all that said, let's get started going over my complete DVD and Blu-ray collection of, right now we're in February of 2021. I was going to do this in January, but here we go. We're doing my complete DVD and Blu-ray collection of February 2021. Alright, so we're starting off with the first shelf. If I could get all these down without dropping them, which I successfully dropped one. Let's start off with this one. So we're going to start off with... Actually, I'll save that one for the end, because I want to go alphabetical order. Well, now that I think about it, it's stacked up the wrong way, so I'll just start off with this one. My newest DVD that I just got on Tuesday. This is Dunkirk by Christopher Nolan. Have not seen Dunkirk. I heard it's really good. I really want to see this one, so this is one of my most anticipated of the entire DVD collection. But yeah, this is my newest one that I just picked up at the store on Tuesday, and we're very excited to see this one. So far, my favorite Christopher Nolan film is The Prestige. Absolutely love The Prestige. I'm going to do a review. If you have not seen The Prestige, then go watch the trailer. You'll love that trailer, and then you will want to see the movie, because it's a great movie. And also, I've not seen Inception yet. That's one, like I said when I said at the beginning of the video, this is an unfinished collection, because there are quite a bit of DVDs and Blu-rays that I want to buy. One of them being Inception, that I'm planning on buying sometime within the next couple of weeks so I can finally watch it. But so far right now, this is the Christopher Nolan movie that I am most anticipating of my DVD collection. So, that's first one up. Next up, one of my favorite collections of the collection, Deadpool 2 film collection. Huge fan of Deadpool. Deadpool is one of my all-time favorite films. Well, I said Deadpool. I mean Deadpool 2. I'm just gonna say it right now. I know, very controversial opinion. I prefer Deadpool 2 over Deadpool. I know some people will agree. Just my opinion. I'm sorry. If you guys have different opinions, that's great. We can all have different opinions, but yeah. So here you go, Deadpool and Deadpool 2. Not sure why I have this in 4K. I don't even have 4K player. But, Deadpool, you got 2 discs. That's the 4K one that I'm never gonna use because I don't have 4K player. And the, Blu-ray one, so maybe I should have just saved some money and got the Blu-ray one. Then this one, it's got 4 discs, so that was interesting. But, yeah. Deadpool 2, is my favorite of these 2 films. Both films are great. I'm not gonna lie, both of them are fantastic. So, yeah, oh, and I just put that in wrong. Alright, well, I'll get back to the video once I finally figure out how to get these in. Done. Next up, we have another collection of the collection. We got the Dark Knight collection. One of my favorite collections of the collection. Will slide that out. I love the packaging of this thing, and you slide it out again. You got this little booklet of kind of like just all the heroes and villains of the trilogy. And then you open it up. You got Batman Begins, and I open it this way because we got a little bit of problem. The Dark Knight one is broken. The little thing that holds it in is broken. So if I take my thumb off it right here, it will just fall. So I gotta hold on to that. So that's cool. So you got Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. Favorite, second favorite, and least favorite. But all 3 of them are great. And I gotta put this back in too. So this could take a minute. and it actually didn't take as long as the Deadpool one, because this one, there you go. Alright. Next up, these two, I'm just gonna grab them two together because these ones go together. We got Creed on Blu-ray and Creed 2 on DVD. Have not seen either of these films. I heard that both of them are really good, so I definitely want to see these films. I should have saw them back when they were coming out in theaters. I was a kid, so I didn't really pay attention to all the new movies that came out back when Creed came out. So I didn't really know about this movie until 2018 when the Creed 2 trailer came out. I was like, oh, so there's Creed 1. So I definitely got to watch these because I heard both of these are super good. And then next up, second favorite Christmas movie of all time, because obviously my favorite's Die Hard. Another one that I need for the collection. This one is Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation. I love Christmas Vacation, guys. You can probably already tell. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's my second favorite Christmas movie of all time. I love it. So, yeah, obviously I need it in the collection, and I'm that big of a fan of it. I watch it every Christmas. Next up, this is a very nice steelbook that I got for Christmas of 2020. This is the Breakfast Club steelbook. Really like this one. This one's a 3D pop-out, so you can actually feel like the feeling of the locker right there. Breakfast Club, one of my all-time favorite movies. Even when you open it up, it looks like a locker, so that's really cool that they did that. I definitely want to rewatch this sometime, because it's been a long time since I watched Breakfast Club, and it's one of my favorite movies, so gotta watch this. This looks great. Next up, we got the Back to the Future. This is a trilogy on Blu-ray. I like this one because it's another interesting packaged one. It is, and then you open it up. And, I opened it up at number 3, the last one. First one, you got, I've never really been a big fan of the way they make these Blu-ray collections and the books, but hey, what you gonna do? You got Back to the Future, favorite. Back to the Future 2, second favorite. Back to the Future 3, least favorite. And special features, plus, I guess, a cartoon, a Back to the Future cartoon that only aired for like one season. And I don't know, I'll have to watch that sometime, but yeah. These are all of the Back to the Future related stuff in here for 1, 2, and special features. Now, another one that I gotta get back in here. Hopefully it won't take that long. And it didn't. That's really fast. Okay, next up, all three of these go together. One thing I want to mention, all three of these are the first ones that you're going to see from the collection. So all the ones that I've gone over so far are the ones that I got either for Christmas or I bought with my own money. These next three, these are the ones that my aunt and uncle gave me. Thank you so much, guys, for giving me that. But we got that's the second one. We got the Bourne Identity, the Bourne Supremacy, and the Bourne Ultimatum. So far, the Bourne Supremacy is my favorite over the Bourne Identity. Have not seen Ultimatum yet, so I definitely want to see that. And I'm just so grateful that my aunt and uncle gave me this one. That was very nice of them. So now I have the trilogy of Bourne movies, 2 of them being some of my favorite movies ever. And I still have not seen Ultimatum, so I need to see that sometime. Put that up there. A lot of people say Ultimatum's the best of the collection. Next up, I'm just going to grab these two together I'm just going to grab these 3 together. These next 2 are both ones that my aunt and uncle gave me and I have not seen yet. We got Aviator starring Leonardo DiCaprio. I almost said DiCapriator, like Hansonator. Leonardo DiCaprio. This one is very nice. It's got a 2-disc, the regular, and the special feature. So that's really cool. So yeah, that was really cool one to get. And I'm running out of room there, so yeah, I'm just gonna go put that up there. Next one, another one that my aunt and uncle gave me that I still have not watched. That is A Few Good Men. This is one of my dad's all-time favorite movies, so I knew I had to see this one eventually. So that was a great pickup for the collection. But yeah, there you go, A Few Good Men. And then the last up, this was the Blu-ray that I got when I first started collecting. Now, there are a couple in the collection that are my oldest ones, because maybe my parents bought them in the early 2000s and gave them to me. But this is really the first one I bought with my own money for the collection. That's the Alien Quadrilogy. This one comes with Aliens. There are 2 types of people in the world. People who prefer Alien, people who prefer Aliens. Most people prefer Aliens, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, guys. I think I'm more of a fan of that original classic, but I definitely gotta rewatch these sometimes. Yeah, Alien 3, haven't seen it yet, and Alien Resurrection, haven't seen it yet. So, 2 really good movies and 2 ones that I haven't seen yet that I heard are really bad. So, yeah, there you go, the Alien quadrilogy. Also, I heard they make the 6-film collection. I wanted to get that, but, I couldn't find it, so now I just got the quadrilogy. So, if I want to own the other ones, I'll just have to buy those. Put those down there, and I stacked up my Funko Pops there. I think that looks pretty cool, because you had to make some room for these new DVDs I was getting. Okay, this is, gotta reach for these. Don't look. I don't want to spoil what are in these. Okay, did that fast. Okay, here we go. First up, another one that I got from my aunt and uncle, Pearl Harbor. Have not seen this one. It's one of Michael Bay's movie. I heard that it's very overlooked and underrated, but I've also heard people say that it's way too overlooked and overrated. But I like this one. When I got to pick out a couple of my aunt and uncle's house that I could get to add to the collection, I picked out about 16, and one of those being Pearl Harbor. Actually I picked out 15, but one of them being Pearl Harbor. I've never seen this one, but I picked it out because I like the packaging. I like how it looks like a book. Whenever Blu-ray and DVD decides to do that, it's always really cool, and it's a 2-disc special. We got regular and special features, so all around just a really cool one. Again, haven't seen Pearl Harbor, so I have to see it sometime. So yeah, Pearl Harbor, that's a good DVD to add to the collection. Next up, one of the all-time favorite films, Mission Impossible Fallout. I do not own any of the other Mission Impossible films. I know, being as big of a Mission Impossible fan as I am, I should own all 6 movies. I'm going to get the 5-film collection, not the 6-film collection, because I already have Fallout, but seriously, one of my all-time favorite movies. I love Mission Impossible Fallout. Next up, 2 that I got from my aunt and uncle this past weekend. The Matrix, one of my all-time favorite films. Like, literally, The Matrix, there you go, you can look inside and open this up. The Matrix, literally top 20 favorite films of all time. Absolutely love this film. So one that was definitely great with that. And this is the first one you're going to see in the collection. These are one of the older DVDs back when they had this clip-on feature. I personally like the clip-on feature better than a lot of the new DVDs, but I got a couple of those that were some of the old early 2000s ones that I got from my aunt and uncle. Next up, another one that I got from my aunt and uncle, Moneyball, starring Brad Pitt. I heard that this is a great movie, like one of the best movies ever. Yeah, there was someone who said this was one of the best movies ever. Yeah, haven't seen this one, but I definitely want to watch it sometime. So when I saw it in my aunt and uncle's collection this past weekend, and I got to pick out a couple that I want to keep, I said, you know what, I think I'm going to go for Moneyball, because I've definitely heard a lot of great things about it, and just a lot of people are saying this one's definitely collection worthy, and I am definitely looking forward to seeing this. I think I'm going to watch it for the first time sometime this weekend. Then next up, 2 very underrated, overlooked movies. This is the Jurassic World 2-film collection. I do not have Jurassic Park. I know, for a big Jurassic Park fan as I am, I should have Jurassic Park, but unfortunately, I just have these 2 films. But it's not unfortunate, because, I love these films. Both these films are great. Hot sports opinion. I prefer Fallen Kingdom over Jurassic World, but both these, this is, obviously Jurassic Park's my favorite, but this is 3rd favorite of the 5 films and 2nd favorite of 5 films. So, very controversial opinion to have Fallen Kingdom above the original Jurassic World. But yeah, both these movies, they're definitely really great popcorn bucket movies. And then next up, another one of my favorite collections of the collection. We got the Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventures. This one's a really heavy steelbook's really packed in. I love the packaging on this one too. So you got like this, but then you open it up, and you kind of got just a little drawing or animation of the 4 films and the top cover. So that's really cool to have. Then you got the 5 discs. You got Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and special features. So the really cool collection to have in the collection. So this one was really cool, and definitely looking forward to rewatching this collection sometime. So, while I'm at it, I'll just go ahead and take these down here. I need to start making some room. Next up, this is one that I probably shouldn't own, but I own because I won it in a DVD machine at an arcade, and I was kind of mad about it because at the time I wanted Deadpool in that arcade, but eventually I bought it. But this is Hulk. I probably shouldn't own Hulk. I've never seen it. As you can see, it's still in its packaging. The only one, and all these are still in their packaging. Never seen it, and honestly don't really care to see it because I heard it's awful, but I won it in an arcade machine, so there you go. Then next up, two other ones that I got from my aunt and uncle this past weekend. You got Good Will Hunting, one of a movie that I've heard is one of the best movies of all time, and in the top 100 movies list. And then you open it up. If I can open it, this one's really hard to open. It's like glued shut. There you go. Got that DVD, so really cool one. I definitely want to watch this sometime because I heard it's one of the greatest movies ever. And then next up, one that I heard, this next one is my dad said it's a great movie, my mom said it's a great movie, my uncle said it's a great movie, my aunt said it's a great movie, and there are lots of people who I've seen on YouTube saying that it is an overrated movie, and lots of people on YouTube I've seen saying it's an underrated movie. So this is a very controversial movie. This is The Game. Have not seen this movie. I definitely want to watch it with all the good things that my dad and mom and uncle and aunt are saying, so you got the opening, so that's really cool. This is probably one of the ones that I'm going to watch for the first time this weekend. And also, this is one of the mini David Fincher movies that I need to watch, so I'm going to watch this one this weekend probably. Then next up, I'm just going to grab these two here. Let's just grab these last four. You got The Great Outdoors, one of my favorite comedy, camping, kind of in the woods movie of all time. This is really a great movie, and this is kind of like a very unknown movie. I'm sure not a lot of people know this movie exists, but it's a really great movie. Not one of my favorite movies, but it's definitely one of my favorite comedies. So it's really great. Then you got one of my all-time favorite movies, Forrest Gump. Absolutely love this one. I just recently rewatched this past week, so absolutely love Forrest Gump. Literally, like, top 10 favorite movies ever. Next up, this is one that I'm going to watch for the first time with my dad tomorrow. And this is probably my favorite ones in terms of packaging and just the way it looks in this whole collection. That is Fight Club. This is another one my uncle and aunt gave me. I love the packaging because it looks like... I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what the box means, but really cool boxing. You slide it out. You got that neon look. And Tyler Durden says, use soap. It's, I guess that's from the movie. Again, have not seen the movie yet, so, but I definitely want to see it. This is definitely a great one to have. You got the inside of that. You'd think with this, this packaging here that I'd be a Fight Club super fan, and I've never actually seen it, but I am going to watch it for the first time tomorrow, and I hope that I absolutely love it the first time I see it. So yeah, there's a Fight Club DVD. This is an old one. You know, you look it up on Amazon, and it says it's worth like $60 now. And then the last one for this shelf. This is third favorite Christmas movie, Elf. What else do I have to say? I mean, it's Buddy the Elf. I absolutely love him as a character and love this movie, so that's a great one, yeah. Third favorite, well, that's either third or fourth, depending on where Home Alone falls in my Christmas list, but this is definitely a great movie and a movie I rewatch every Christmas, so I definitely had to own it. Another one that I just recently got. And then we're moving on to the last shelf down here. This is the last stack of the collection. First up, we're going to go with these two, because these two go together. This is, okay, yeah, the Terminator 2 Steelbook. I love this Steelbook. It looks so good. You got the fire, and it's just a great Steelbook all around. It just feels so nice, too. It feels really nice and shiny. And you open it up, and you got the DVD. This is a great Steelbook. Definitely a great one. I got this, another one I got for Christmas, so a great movie. Then you also got the Terminator Blu-ray. These are both some of my favorite movies of all time. Like, top 50 favorite movies of all time, top 10 favorite movies of all time. So both of these movies aren't about my top 50 or 60. But Terminator, this one falls towards the bottom of the list. It's like top 50 favorite of all time. But this one's definitely at the top of the list, top 10 favorite of all time. I gotta rewatch these. It's been a long time since I've watched these. And then where are we next? Okay, next up, we got one of my dad's all-time favorite movies, and what Almost everybody in my family says this is the coolest movie ever. Top Gun. I've only seen bits and pieces of Top Gun, so I've never seen the whole thing. I definitely have to. I keep dropping stuff today. Definitely have to watch it for the first time with Top Gun Maverick coming out, but this was definitely a great one to get from my aunt and uncle. Again, another one I got from my aunt and uncle, and yeah, definitely excited to watch that one sometime. And then next up, this is a. Sorry about that. Next up, this is one of my all-time favorite movies, like top 5 favorite movies of all time, maybe even my favorite movie of all time. The Shawshank Redemption. Absolutely adore this movie. Yeah, another one that's broken, so I gotta hold the DVD the disc so it doesn't fall out. So yeah, I absolutely love The Shawshank Redemption. Like literally, like top 10 or top 5 favorite movies of all time. And I just recently rewatched this one again this week after I got this one from my aunt and uncle. So it's another great one to get. Next up, we got David Fincher's Seven. This is probably one of the most twisted movies I've ever seen in my life. This one really gets in your head. And this goes over like some of the worst crime in the world. So this one got in my head the first time I watched it, which was about 3 weeks ago, maybe. So that's the inside of the packaging. You got the back of the packaging again, just like the Shawshank Redemption, some of the other ones. This one of the older clip ones, but yeah, if you have never seen Seven, go into it expecting to be kind of freaked out, because it's definitely a very twisted one that gets in your head. But it's definitely a great movie, one that is definitely collection worthy for every movie fan, collector, whatever. You definitely have to own Seven. Next up, we got Bruce Willis's, or M.K. Knight's, The Sixth Sense. Another one, I saw this one a long time ago, but when I was at my aunt and uncle's house, this is another one that I picked out to kid. Because this was definitely a great movie the first time I saw it. I haven't seen it in a while, so I barely remember anything that happens, except for like one of the most iconic scenes ever. I see dead people. I see dead people. That's my terrible impression, but definitely gotta rewatch this sometime, because this is a great movie. And then, where are we? Okay, these next 3, I'm just going to grab these 3. First up, we got Spaceballs. This was actually my brother's. He got for Christmas a couple of years ago, but he gave it to me. Not really much to say about it. It's the Spaceballs, the iconic parody of Star Wars. Next up, we got one of those childhood favorites that you just gotta have in your collection. SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water. When I was a kid, when I saw this movie for the first time, I thought it was the best movie of all time. But, obviously it's not, but it's still very iconic in my family. In my family, it's still very iconic. Just one of those childhood classics that you gotta have in your collection. Next up, a movie that I bought because it was in the bargain bin for only $3. And I have not seen it. That's Star Trek Beyond. I'm not a big Star Trek fan. Losing words here. I'm not a big Star Trek fan, but my dad is a huge Star Trek fan. He used to go see all the movies whenever they came out when he was a kid. And when I told him that I bought this one, the story was like, "That's a great movie. You gotta watch that." Because my dad says that all of the kind of newer Star Trek movies are better, but yeah, still haven't watched this. Should probably watch this with my dad sometime, but yeah. I have seen Star Trek 2009 and Into Darkness. I just have not seen this one, the conclusion to the 3. No, where are we? Oh, next up, another one of my favorite collections in the collection. Probably my favorite collection of the collection. We got the Star Wars collection, another one that looks like a book. This is the oldest Blu-ray I own, because it's one that my dad bought in the early 2000s. And gave to me because I'm such a huge Star Wars fan. Again, not a big fan of the way it's packaged in the book, but this one makes an exception. I make an exception for this one because I love Star Wars. This was a smaller collection. This was back when there were only 6 movies, so obviously this is before all the other ones. But we got Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, very underrated Star Wars movie in my opinion. Attack of the Clones, underrated but still one of the weaker ones. Revenge of the Sith, favorite. A New Hope, second favorite. Empire Strikes Back, third favorite. And after recent rewatch, Return of the Jedi, fourth favorite. And then obviously you got bonus disc. I have never watched this. Bonus disc 2, never watched this. Bonus disc 3, never watched that. And then you got this nice little art print of every character in Star Wars on the back, so that's cool. I haven't watched any of the bonus discs, so I should probably watch this sometime. But yeah, another one of my favorite collections of the collection. And then the last two, gonna go over. I forgot to go over this one with like the beginning of the video when I went over Pearl Harbor. This one isn't mine. Well, this is one that I got from my aunt and uncle, but I'm giving it to. Well, actually, this is one I got a bunch from my aunt and uncle, and this is one that my dad got from my aunt and uncle. But he said I could put it in my room because my room's where all of our DVD disc collections are, because that's where I want them. So, this is the Pearl Harbor History Channel documentary. I have not seen this, not really a big documentary fan, but my dad loves them, so he'll definitely enjoy this one. But so that is in the collection too. And then last up of the entire collection, we're 25 minutes into this. This is the Rocky collection. This one that I just recently got for Christmas. Let's open it up. Packaging is great. You got these, well, let's see, what's this? You got these posters that come with it, which I need to hang these up on my wall. I've not done it yet, but huge Rocky fan, so this is like the Rocky Ultimate Fan collection. So I love Rocky, so I needed this collection. Got the Rocky Heavyweight collection, so obviously you open up. Oh shoot, this little blue piece of the disc broke. I'm not really sure where, but it did when I opened it. Anyway, you got Rocky 1, Rocky 2, very underrated movie in my opinion. Rocky 3, okay, underrated film. Rocky 3 is one of my favorites. Rocky 4, underrated, one of my favorites. Rocky 5, terrible movie. And the last one, Rocky Balboa. I have actually never seen Rocky Balboa. I need to just have like a Rocky last 3 films marathon where I just do a marathon of Rocky Balboa and both Creed movies. So, yeah, there you go. That is the Rocky Heavyweight collection, and that is my complete collection for the day. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You can't see now, but like my floor is scattered with DVDs. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and hit that bell notification if you are new here for more reviews, rankings, reactions, and more movie content. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button and check out one of my other videos right over there. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button for more reviews, rankings, reactions, and peace out.